see Robin steal a car.
Okay.
Can she do it?
So are you going the Panther route?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going with the Panther idea?
Yeah, sure. Wait for guy to approach car. That long walk with the wind, I think I gathered all the pollen I could possibly gather.
You were gathering pollen?
Yes, I was. And it's in here with me now. That's why I have so many tissues.
Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? That's, okay, so
Yeah, she was collecting all the pollen in her nostrils and
my hair and my clothes and you know. So how does that work out for me?
Well, the first guy that you tried it on, when he sees it in his car, immediately punches at it, and then his hand goes through it. And then he just kind of runs off, but he didn't drop his keys.
Can anyone start a car?
Starting a car is easy.
yes,
Hot wiring
is a whole other matter.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What kind of a check are you making?
I was just making I was rolling a vehicle check to see how well Derek would know,
Would it be
which is just a 12.
That's a technology roll.
Technology roll? Well, it's about the same anyway, which, well, no, actually, that's one difference. That would only be a 13.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Bumblebees and Christmas trees.
So, yeah, I would say Derek does not know how to hotwire a car, let alone a car from the 60s.
Okay, well, he leaves the door open. Is there anything worthwhile in there? I do an investigation check, I guess. Or a search check, I don't know. Perception.
Oh, you want to use the thing?
Yeah, I do, Dusty.
You want my dice?
Yeah, I guess it's a D20, and I go, and I miss. Is this not a hole?
Twice?
How do you toss it to the top of the dice tower and it bounces out of the top twice?
Yes, that's a 15 plus what is it again?
This is the sound of a beak cup breast rubbing against a microphone.
I'm sorry, did you call them B cups?
I'm not, I said the first cup that came to mind. It's, if you know the sketch that I'm going from, it's
Do you know the size of these guys right here,
I
Dusty?
wasn't paying attention.
You're about to get her offended, apparently.
You wanna
Why aren't you,
I
are you
mean-
looking at my sister? No. Why? Is my sister ugly?
We can go down to Victoria's Secret together and both get measured if you want.
I know that's not a question I need answered. That's
I'm pretty sure I am a B though, so good guess. Anyway, 16 for investigation.
So there's the glove compartment with Dusty, will you quit hitting your titty on the mic? Make you edit this garbage. So mad at you. So yeah, there's a general map in the glove compartment. A few little things of like paperwork in there about vacuum cleaners.
He was a road salesman.
When you check the visor above the driver's seat, some keys fall down.
It probably doesn't go to the car, but I'll try.
No, it starts the car.
Terminator.
What's
They had
Second
separate
key.
keys. It wasn't uncommon for there to be separate keys for the door and the engine,
Well, no, just a lot of people just kind of used to
as
leave
well as that.
their keys up there.
We got a map. Does anyone know how to read a map that isn't Google Maps? Because they're a little
Does
different.
anybody know where the fuck we are right now?
I can read a map.
Oh, okay.
Because you know how our parents are like, back then you actually had to like, pull out the fold out and shit.
Make the millennial do it. I'm drinking in the back seat.
And then you got to pay attention to road signs and stuff and all that other thing.
You guys get us to Dallas.
Tell a kid nowadays, you're 2 o'clock, and they're just going to wonder where the clock is.
What's a clock? Yeah.
I'm assuming. Let's see. Do I have any vehicle? I have 5 in vehicle.
Well,
I
you
was
got more
supposed
than
to be
I
the
do,
driver.
so-
I've got a 7 in vehicle.
You ain't driving.
Yeah, but you're drinking.
Oh, hey, it's a nat 20. I can apparently
Nice.
drive stick.
60s.
Great. You can drive us no problem.
Well,
I don't
apparently
know.
Robin really knows her way around a shaft.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
So she like turns the key and she's like, I'm not so sure about this. And then just kind of like slams it and we squeal out of there like it's Fast and the Furious. Yeah, she's just like,
And then
Down
find
the
a
road.
place to pull out on the side of the road to find an action to read the map because I can't read and drive unless Derek is reading while I'm driving.
Well, let's see how well Derek can even read a map. That's a 7.
So you're gonna be going a ways north.
What?
You're gonna follow the blue road until you get to the yellow road and then turn up.
What does it take to read a map? Shit. I messed that up. I think it was like a 5 or something. That's a 6. It's not much different.
so she,
Well, no, I flipped it so I couldn't tell what the number was. It looked like a single digit, so like I'm pretty sure it was a 6 or a 5 or something like that. Anyway, so that's like
Oh, I don't know what that was. Let's just throw that back in there.
I flipped it over. I don't know where it went. I was like, because I touched it too hard.
it bounced out of the top.
It bounced at the top. It was like this, and then I just moved it over. And I was like, ah, shit. So I didn't know where it landed. I was like, fuck. I'm pretty sure it was a. I mean, I'm honest. I said
It's
it was
okay,
a 5.
I'm pretty sure Meridian used to sit on her tablet and just poke the roll dice button
Either
until
way-
it landed on 20, and then wait for the next check to come up, turn the pad around, and be like, oh.
Either way, it's probably a 6.
I
So
wouldn't
Robin
surprise
can't
me.
read the map either.
She had a lot of 20s, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was remarkable.
Maybe we'll stop at the next gas station where nobody knows we stole a car and ask them for directions. How can you read this map?
How do you get to Dallas from here?
Is Georgia between Louisiana and Texas?
I'm sorry, what?
Or is that... Or is
Dusty
it,
can't read a map.
well,
Hell
I'm
no.
not looking at one, that's for sure. I see, because in my head I got Texas, Florida, and I got Louisiana somewhere in the middle.
I got Texas, Florida, Louisiana in the middle, and I know Georgia's between the two.
Georgia's got to be above it, right? Like,
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Didn't you drive to Texas once?
Nah. Silas drove. And of course, we didn't even have to go down that ways. We went through like Illinois and then Arkansas.
Illinois is up.
Illinois is just straight to the west of us.
Yeah.
Indiana, Illinois. So like the Google Maps took us to Illinois first, and then we started going south.
Think of Chicago.
Louisiana.
Oh,
is
Louisiana's
literally
right
next
so
to
Georgia's over there.
Georgia
Yeah.
is
So
really
they're right
far
next
away.
to each other, yeah.
You're like 6 hours from Dallas.
Super close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 to 6 hour drive.
Yeah, you're like 6 hours away.
That's best case scenario. I was like, good. At least we don't have to go across the country.
I'm really concerned about where you think the trifecta is, though.
What's the trifecta?
Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't sound
Trash.
like much.
We team up together all the time to do stupid shit.
Like, look, if you have, that's one of the things that gives me hope in this country is that there's any kind of civil war, trifecta is going to come in and finish it.
And you got backup from Tennessee. They're all whiskey and Mountain Dew up there.
Yeah. They're all jacked up on whiskey and Mountain Dew. They're going to come at you like a spider monkey.
Favorite thing is like every time there's American news, why is it always you three? And it's like Alabama, Florida, Mississippi.
Can you not be yourselves for 5 minutes?
Florida man has already, made his appearance, made his place in history.
Yeah.
The brand new superhero, Florida Man.
He's not brand new. He's been around saving us for a while.
We need like Florida man and Russia man just to come together and fight each other.
I don't think there's well, one can fight bears, the other can fight gators.
One can fight hurricanes too, apparently, because he doesn't leave when a
You
hurricane
don't
comes.
It depends who's invading who. Because I don't think Russia Man can survive the heat of the bayou. But I don't think Florida Man can really take
survive the cold.
Yeah.
The South really isn't that much different from
They
here,
have to
but there's
fight
like
in the neutral ground.
Yeah. We got to get a nice place that's 70 degrees all the time.
like ever since I moved here, it's not the temperature, but there's like a presence that lacks that the South has that I can't quite describe. And I don't know if it's racism or religion or football
Well, we've got football.
and racism.
I haven't noticed any culture in this town. Most folks just keep to themselves. They don't talk to each other or nothing.
They don't intend it at work, but they say some very weird things. I'm like, it's a little like, cause one of our coworkers' husband died. She's black, and like, go to the funeral. Like, their funerals are different. I'm like, what?
One of the cooks in my kitchen, her husband is the sheriff in Marville, and they're talking about how they got one of them Iraqi shacks. And, she said straight up that she's trying to run them dudes out of town.
Oh my god!
Because they don't want them in there.
I'm sorry, what's an Iraqi shack?
You know, one of those convenience stores that get bought out by foreigners?
Are you talking about there's Arabic people in a convenience store? Is that what she's talking about?
Yeah,
I've never heard it referred
No, really,
to.
and that's all I hear people there. It's called an Iraqi shack.
Oh my
That's the
god!
first
And which
time I've
is
ever
extremely
heard that.
racist, but they're obviously not even Iraqi. Like
I've lived in...
they're
It
likely
just
to
rhymes
be
with Shaq. That's the only
right.
thing.
It's just it sounds good, and it's people are like, well, they're foreigners. So.
The fact that she's literally wanting to run them out of town.
But yeah, to be like, oh, we're
Jesus
gonna run them
Christ.
out of town. I'm like,
I've lived
So-
here, I've lived there my whole life, and I have never heard anybody refer to anything as an Iraqi shack.
Yeah, never.
I think this is just your circle.
no, it's
No,
one of
this
the
is-
funnest terms I've heard around.
Oh no, it seems like
I
an
didn't make it
amazing
up.
term.
You know, I'm not creative enough to make it up by myself.
Like, it's an amazing term. It makes me laugh.
I kind of want to set that person off just so she can go off on a racist rant and then just post it everywhere.
Wait, is she black?
No.
Okay, people will care. Yeah, we can post that. I mean, if she wasn't, nobody would care. If she was, nobody
No,
would
they
care.
did a public freak out once on a black woman calling a black man racist for being black, and she's like, "I can't be racist. I'm also black," or something like
Yeah,
that.
nobody cares.
And
'Cause
no,
they're like,
people
oh,
did.
no, I get it. Yeah,
People
she
thought
right.
it was backwards knowledge, and they
She
were
right.
crazy because it's this Jamaican dude playing a foreign instrument that's not common. She's like, "That's racist cultural appropriation." He called her racist. She's like, "I can't be racist. I'm black," and everyone's like, "This woman is on drugs."
Oh man, so my old boss is from I think it's the Jamaican Islands or the somewhere over there, and he, like, the amount of times where he would like talk to me or like one or two other people and be like, "Can somebody explain this shit to me?" Because he just like doesn't understand like American politics, and so he'd be like, "What's going on with this?" Because everybody keeps saying that like this is super racist, but all I see is this woman. Like, all I see is this black woman saying that all these white people are the devil. Like, he's just this black guy. And he's just like, I don't. Is that not racist? And we're like, just a lot of people say no. It's like, but she's being racist right now. I was like, you're gonna get along a lot better at this company if you just ignore it. He just zero concept of what the heck's going on in our shit.
I had to explain Bill Cosby to somebody who didn't know what was going on at that time, and I was like, because I was like, "Hitting hot Cosby," and she's like, "What's that?" Like, oh shit.
Ooh.
It was a huge left turn for a lot of people. He was America's dad for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She's Vietnamese, and I don't think she paid attention to him.
See, yeah,
I
it
think
would
she
have to take
lives here,
somebody,
but like she doesn't really. Yeah.
Slightly outside the loop, just enough to be like, who?
Oh crap.
He did what? Like,
It puts a lot of context into the barbecue sauce episode. There's an episode of The Cosby Show.
So I was never a huge
right,
fan.
everybody's like, Jake, we didn't say anything, but he was like, no, you have to hear the rest of this.
Look, I had to experience this in my childhood and then re-experience it once he got convicted. You got to experience it now, too. There's an episode of The Cosby Show where Bill's planning on putting on a barbecue. All of the couples like all the kids who are couples, like college kids and everything, are having like really big fights and problems during the whole thing. And then everybody makes up once they get to start eating his ribs. And like everybody's making up and having a good time while they're all eating at this get together. And his wife's just like, "How'd you do it?" And he just goes, "It's the sauce." What? The secret ingredient is in the sauce.
Oh.
And she's just like, "Oh." And then he stops a kid from eating, like a child from eating it.
No.
Because he's like, no, you can't have that. And then everybody is just getting real handsy on each other. And even his wife, after eating some, is like, "How about we go upstairs and get a little cup of that special sauce, too?"
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Dear.
So it basically, like, I don't know what they were supposed to be implying, but looking back at it, it's like, did Bill Cosby spike ecstasy in his barbecue sauce that he then fed to a lot of people?
They kind of stopped children because if they ate it, they'd have to go to the
Yeah,
hospital.
he actively stopped children from eating it because he's like, no, you can't have that.
Yeah, it's a vodka sauce with some Spanish
He
fly.
just put something in this sauce. And it is the faces he, like, and the worst part is this isn't like it was a jokey episode where he's laughing a lot while he's saying this. No. He's got this real creep face going on the whole, like, it's not like, "Oh, that sauce." It's, the secret is in the sauce. Like, it changes a lot. Bill Cosby, though, still my hero. Just means I got to start raping.
Robin can keep her drugs, right? That's definitely 60s.
No, you left
Wait,
everything.
Oh, you didn't bring your roofies?
They're totally in 60s, man.
No, you left everything that you didn't put on in the room.
Why?
Because we talked about that. They weren't allowed, like, they didn't allow you to leave until you had only brought things that were in the room. And
I think he even mentioned that we had to be naked at one point.
Yeah.
Because he was really serious. He didn't, because I think it was especially for my character. Because he knew how I am. He'll be like, Dusty boofed his cell phone. Like,
Damn. I don't have anything.
Yeah, they took you into one room, you stripped down, you go into the next room, and then there was all the 60s attire and items that you could want.
Not even drugs that were from the 60s.
They gave you money. How hard can drugs be to
oh,
find?
I did hit the mic on that one. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I've hit this thing so many times. He's going to be more annoyed at me than you ever.
No, so the most annoying part has been in the first recording session that we did, because there was a point, I think it goes up in the second or third episode, and it's not like a single pop. No. There's a bunch of tapping, and it must have been somebody tapping on the table pretty rhythmically and long enough that, like, I'm sitting here switching from microphone to microphone trying to clean up audio, and it's in every single person's microphone. So somebody's just tapping on the table, just and there is nothing I can do about it. And I'm just like, I hate whoever this is. It could have even been my ADHD little ass. But if it was me, I hate past me.
We're going to have to start hanging them from the ceilings.
No, I need to invest in shock mounts, but they're like $20 a piece. Or like 10 to $20 a piece. It'll depend on the type of shock mount, because usually it's a shock mount for a certain type of mic. So I don't know what ones these would need. Because a shock mount would hopefully do away with a lot of that. So that way you could, if you do touch the table, it's not going to like vibrate through the whole thing. But
Are we going off his one navigation check at a 7, or should we?
he said he knew where he was going.
So I guess we're going up to, what's North
Oh,
Louisiana?
I'm pretty sure that was Derek didn't know how to read this map.
Yeah, he said north, so that's a bad thing.
Where's north from here? I guess. I
know I'm intoxicated, but I'm looking here for a check to maybe be like, maybe there's a chance I noticed we're going the wrong way, but.
So one of you can give me an intellect check to initially see if you know that you're going to be going the wrong, like which direction Texas is from here. And then if you make that check, we'll make an awareness check to see if you notice you're going a different direction.
You think an intellect check?
So it's an intellect check initially to see if you know where Texas is from Louisiana.
Right. Generally to the west or whatever.
Intellect.
You know, if you have to pass through Georgia to get there.
Yeah, my intellect is 1, so...
And so's mine, but...
Oh, yeah, me too.
Okay, so just... Dusty, you want to roll for your...
I'm also intoxicated. I imagine there's going to be like a silent
That's
neg
a,
one.
that's a
at least.
negative on there.
I think that's an 8 plus 1, which is 9.
Robin thinks we're.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to think you're going the wrong way.
Going to Arkansas, guys.
Same, because even on Derek's, he rolled a 6. Yeah, he still thinks we're going the way that
So
he...
JFK's a dead man.
So anyway, we're in Alaska, and is Lee Harvey Oswald afraid of moose? Maybe we can lure a moose to his house.
I don't know how to save our mission at this one. Like, how far do we drive before we realize we're going the wrong way?
Fuck up, come back, do it, start all over.
Well, at least in this iteration, we don't have to worry about running into our past, into our first iteration selves.
We're like, don't worry, we're not even there. Like,
How badly did you screw up? Well, we ended up driving north. What do you mean you drove north? Exactly that. We drove north.
And then just get under the truck that takes our original selves to the convenience store, wait till they're gone, and then get a different car.
Look, dude, you got to send us back. Same location. Why? You're going to run into yourselves. No. Send us 3 hours after that. We'll never see each other. Why not? Well, we ended up in New Mexico. How'd you fucking end up in New Mexico?
why would you send like 3 retards back in time? Like,
You said you knew what you were doing.
And you believed us?
this dude's gonna lose his job.
Oh, you guys are going to get Richard so fucked.
Oh, poor Dr. Dick.
He trusted you.
I love your naming convention.
He threw you a
Major
pizza
Davey
party.
and Dr. Dick.
I just throw out names, dude. I got nothing. I'm just happy we're in a slightly modern setting, so when I throw out a random normal person name, nobody makes fun of me.
Yeah, it used to be that way. It'd be like Bob or something.
Yeah.
We're like lighting our
We're
candles.
in the middle of a D&D session. It's like, oh, so we're in like late medieval period. Oh, what's the shopkeep's name? Bob. The same as the
Dave.
last 3?
Yep.
Shut up.
I loved it when we met that Tengu, and you were like, I don't care, you name him. And I was like, Larry. And you're like, who names a bird Larry? And I had to come back with Larry Bird. Which is not a super strong argument, but like it just kind of fit in just the right way.
Wait, so if I turn that little heater on, does it not also pick that up? Or does it pick it up?
It probably will.
I think we had it
Are
on
you
at some
cold
point.
now, or?
I'm getting chilly,
It
and
is
I
a
was
little
thinking
chilly,
about
yeah.
it.
I do need to turn off the AC unit. I set it to like really low because it goes off of the other side of the house.
Go turn it back on to heat. It is getting dark too, so it's getting colder. Thank you.
Every father in the neighborhood is gonna get that Twitch